Now, the only thing that I did not particularly enjoy when I was looking for opportunities for people who are interested in working in Sweden is they post most of their things in Swedish. So you would need to really use Google Translate. You will really need to know the Swedish language even before you leave your country. You really need to be conversant with languages. So that's one place for you to think about. Do you want to learn the Swedish language? Are you able to? And then from there, you see what you can get. For example, if you get a job that means facing people almost every day of your life, you'll need to know the Swedish language. Although English is accepted and it's spoken there, people generally like to speak in the Swedish language. It's not like some of these other countries that I've seen where people just get by with speaking English, you know, like Luxembourg and that. When it comes to Sweden, you basically need to know a bit of Swedish, or most, like you really need to learn the language for you to be able to like completely work. Unless your job, of course, is programming. You know, programmers are a bit luckier than the rest of us because their job is, most of it is in English anyway. You need to know English to be able to do all those numbers that you guys do. So that's another thing to look at. It's just the only tiny thing that I didn't like, but it's a very big part of you finding work and you being in good terms with your employer and in good terms with the other clients. So you might want to start by learning a little bit of Swedish. You know, like if I can say Arbetsförmedlingen, then you can also learn something. And when you're speaking to your employer, you can show them that you've shown initiative and you've learned their language. One of the employers that I've found that is currently hiring, and it is in relation with what's happening in Ukraine, they're finding that they have a staff shortage when it comes to reception staff who are going to be receiving people who are coming from Ukraine and helping them settle. So there's also the housing staff. And this is all in the Swedish Migration Agency. So it's actually the government that's looking to hire people from everywhere who are going to help them with making the process a bit easier. And then they also need IT specialists just to digitize more of their working, you know, like just to digitize their departments. So if you're working in IT also, this is a place you might want to look at. Now I'm going to show you guys how I'm going to apply for a job here. So if it's you and you're interested in going and working in Sweden, these are the opportunities that are there, that are offered by the Swedish government. And if you look at what I've got on my computer just now, most of them have been posted through in 2022, April 2022. So they are very recent jobs, and the closing dates are also, some of them are going to be soon. So as you can see, all of them are in Swedish. These are the places. As you can guess, I went to Google search and I searched for that, and I learned that these are the areas that the jobs are in, because I was thinking this is the job title, but it turns out it's this one. So for example, let me go. So how I'm doing it is I'm right clicking on that and then I'm opening it in a new tab. So this is why it's opened, and then I'm just translating it to English. So the job is Migration Officer to Reception Unit 1 in Vänersborg, and then I can apply for the job here. And then I'll go back. Just depending on, these ones would mostly be for skilled workers. So depending on your area of expertise, depending on the qualifications that they've posted there or the requirements, you can just see which one suits you and then you can apply for it. Here's another one. So it's opened on this tab, and then I'll translate it to English. Employee of second line at the Swedish Migration Agency. So depending on your qualifications, your experience, just apply, because you never know, maybe someone else has not applied for this and you could be the right person for the job. And then what I'll do is I'll apply for the job. So the requirement: good knowledge of SQL, if you know what that is, experience of working in IT support, experience troubleshooting software, experience from the Swedish Migration Agency's activities. So you'll need to learn a bit of that even after you've submitted your application. And then you never know, if someone contacts you, then you just know to speak, be confident and all that. If you have questions regarding the recruitment process, you're welcome to email us at, that's the email address. If you want to know more about the current role and the unit, there's contact information for the responsible unit manager further down. So you have to submit your documents no later than the 10th of April 2022. So get on to applying. The Swedish Migration Agency, there are about 5,000 people who work with one of the major societal issues of our time. So it's actually the Swedish government, and it's looking to hire people. So yeah, and then I go back again into the vacancy list, and then I see again what's available. What's this? Most of them seem to be tech. So if you're good in IT, where's my translate button, yo? I can translate to English. And then this is the technical coordinator. Operations activities, National Operations Department. So yeah. And if you're sitting thinking that these jobs are never given to Africans or to Kenyans, then you are very wrong, because people have qualifications, and as long as you are good enough, no one will tell you no. Most of these employers actually promote equal employment opportunities. So this is in Stockholm County. Yeah, it's permanent employment, full-time. That would be very, very good for you if you get that. So yeah, you have to be IT oriented. You need to have a driving license, experience of working in service or support, good communicative ability. You express yourself well in speech and writing in Swedish and English. So Swedish and English. So because they have English, feel free to apply and then learn a bit of Swedish, guys. You will not survive in Sweden without knowing Swedish. So start from there. And yeah, I hope you've learned something for today. Remember to subscribe. Remember to share the video, because as you can remember, I said something about IELTS sponsoring. And as we are getting to joining the YouTube partnership program, I will be updating you guys, and soon we're going to be sponsoring people, depending on how quickly the channel grows and how we go. Yeah, we are going to be having people who are doing IELTS and then exploring opportunities abroad. So I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye bye. So yeah, guys, I've shown you how you can apply for work in Sweden. I've shown you how you can find jobs with this ready employer, which is the Swedish Migration Agency, which is where you apply for your visa. So yeah, get on to applying for that. And I'm going to have a surprise for you, because in the description you'll find the link to the whole list that I've given you there. So yeah, best of luck, guys, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye.